If Viagra isn't working for you, here's what I switched to. Rujet Red in minutes on average. Triple A.
Hi, welcome to Geno's Picks again. Week 2, you got a fantasy draft coming up, so let's get you ready for it, okay? First thing you're going to need, get a magazine that's current. Sure, everyone likes to pick up the Fantasy Football Index or the Athlon, but these things are pretty much as big as Roseanne Barr's ass with as much useless fat. And not unlike her ass, they've been on display far too long. Filled with useless, dead information. Do you really care about the quarterback controversy in New York between Clemens and Pennington? Exactly. It's over. Do you really want to waste your number 1 receiver pick on Steve Smith, who's not going to play till week 3, or his cohort Brandon? I just got visited by another U.S. Marshal. No, you don't. Keep it simple. Get something easy. Pick up the Sports Illustrated Fantasy Football Preview. It's got all the cheat sheets in it. Go on the internet. It isn't just for porn anymore. You could download a cheat sheet from CBS Sportsline or ESPN.com. Hell, you could even pick up this month's Playboy. It's got their NFL preview. And when that magazine's lying around in 3 months, you won't feel like you wasted $7. Huh? All right. That's 1. 2, keep it simple. Go with your gut. There's so much information in these magazines and so many idiots on the internet wearing their Eric Rhett jerseys, because let's face it, the Rhett gets them wet, that you're going to be overwhelmed with all this stupid information. Think about it. You're basically drafting from a pool of 120 players, most of which have the same 4 last names. I believe it's Brown, White, Young, and Williams. Oh, and of course, let's not forget Smith. Did you know there were more black Smiths in the NFL than there were in Colonial Williamsburg? If there weren't, would we have that picture? All right, now, go with your gut. By that, I simply mean you're going to read so much of this stuff, and we all do it. It's like they say, go with your first answer. Don't get confused by people that just want to tell stories and fill articles. Like, for example, anyone that tells you Selvin Young is not going to be the number 1 running back and a stud this year for Mike Shanahan because of what happened last year is an idiot. Mike Shanahan's not a running back by committee guy. Mike Shanahan just got stuck in his commitment to Travis. I have 13 illegitimate children, and none of them are named Henry. We got to keep that going all week. But that stupid bong-loving, bong-resin, brain-addled jackass made his life a living hell and screwed up Shanahan's whole season. Denver's going to be good this year. Cutler's back, Scheffler's a stud, and Selvin Young is going to go nuts. So slide him up that draft pool like a cute little hooker that you're thinking about clicking over to on the internet now. That's 1. Another thing that annoys me is everyone loves to talk about these rookie sensation running backs that are kicking ass in the 4th quarter of their preseason game against third-string defenses. Let me tell you something. Chris Johnson in Tennessee is not going to start. He's their 3rd running back option behind Vince Young and Lendell White. Some kid in Texas you're hearing a lot about, Steve Slayton? Yeah, he's great. He's a great pick. In the round, if you have him on green, you need a backup. The rookie running backs you want are the guys that are going to be seeing more balls than the village people at a gay rave. Guys that have been committed to. For example, Kevin Smith on the Lions. He's going to be great. You want to pick him. And everyone knows it's no secret that in Chicago, Matt, reading really isn't my thing, but hitting bitches is my forte. We'll be seeing a lot of balls as well. So you want to draft those 2 guys. 2 other guys to definitely jump on, McFadden over in Oakland and Felix Jones in Dallas. I think he's going to take some balls out of the hands of Marion the Barbarian. Which brings us to our 3rd and most important topic. Fantasy football, whether people want to convince you or not, is like life. And so many times we've seen a beautiful woman only to have her snatched from us by the cock blocker. And we know they exist in fantasy football too. Talked about it. Felix, if you draft Marion Barbarian, don't be pissed that in week 4 suddenly Felix Jones is a starter. Marion the Barbarian is one of those change of pace backs that needed Julius Jones. Well, that's not going to be the biggest cock block this year. Cock blocker of the year 2008, I am awarding to Rashard Mendenhall. Pittsburgh had made it no secret they want to get him involved in the offense. He's a big, strong, fast running back, and he's going to take touchdowns from Willie Parker. But don't let that work against you. Use this knowledge. Let's look at some other would-be cockblockers. Let's go back to Detroit. Everyone knows Calvin Johnson is in his third year, and that's when people is it third or second? At any rate, he's in that year where they really tend to explode. So all those touchdowns Roy Williams had last year are going to be taken slightly from him. So draft accordingly. Maybe you move Calvin Johnson up a little bit. Maybe you move Roy Williams down a little bit. That's your call. I'm just one of those crazy internet guys. And even more importantly, it wouldn't be any internet production without a mention of Brett Favre. Isn't he attractive, ladies? Brett Favre's number one receiver, of course, is Lavernius Coles in New York, but we know Brett likes to spread the ball around, which will make a very viable option and add some pretty numbers to his secondary receiver, Jericho. Look at the size of my cotchery. People, those are Geno's picks for week 2. Good luck with your draft this week. If you don't have one till later, I'll have more tips next week. Daddy's gone.
Real Kid Life.
Hi, and welcome to Geno's Picks. I know I went 0-2 in the conference championships, but so what? There's only 2 games to pick from, right? That's nothing, and I'm still 5-5 on the year with the Super Bowl coming up. Oh, the day every red-blooded American squanders away most of their kids' college tuition money. So are you ready? Are you ready to gamble on everything and anything? Me too. But first, you know what really grinds my gears? The NFL has decided that next year, for the first, and I think last time, they will have the Pro Bowl the week before the Super Bowl. Wow, how can you make a boring, meaningless game even more boring and more meaningless? Do this. Because do you really think anyone that's supposed to play in the Super Bowl is going to risk a freak injury the week before in Hawaii? No. And do you really think someone who got banged up throughout the playoffs and lost in the conference championship or the week before is going to be dying to play one more week in front of everyone to be reminded how next week is the Super Bowl? Exactly. It's a waste, it's a publicity stunt, and it's the dumbest thing the NFL has done in quite some time. The NFL makes too much money. They're like the hot chick at the gym that doesn't know what she's doing. She shows up at the gym wearing makeup. Really? You got to decide what muscle you want to work. Is it your biceps or your twat? And that's what really grinds my gears. My first pick of 5, because again, Super Bowl, you can't bet enough, all right? You ready for this? You don't even have to wait for the game to start. The over-under on Jennifer Hudson singing of the national anthem is currently at 1 minute and 54 seconds. People, take the over, because anyone that's ever watched the Super Bowl or World Series or anything where these stars get a huge audience, they always have to drag it out and add extra little ooh and all these tweaks that annoy you to no end and don't sound anything like the actual song. On top of that, has anyone seen Jennifer Hudson, this megalomaniac camera hog windbag that she is? If you need more proof, just go to YouTube and Google Jennifer Hudson and you will see how long she's going to go. Just don't make the mistake I made and Google Super Bowl blowout, or you'll wind up with some pictures of her brother. Take the over. My next bet, the coin toss. Probably the last sober bet you'll make all day if you're doing it right. Okay, my call, take heads.
Jennifer Hudson's brother killed himself. It was so long ago that no one cares. But I got to tell you, God, did you see how dark my hair was in those pictures? Fucking hysterical. Hey, Alexa, stop. I was playing cat calming music while I was gone. Welcome. Happy fucking Saturday. I got to tell you, I'm hanging out today. It's a beautiful day. I'm like, you know what? You really should stream because I got a gig tonight, which is nice. Who is this? I know. Boba. And I unblocked you. I love you, buddy. Max Loads is a big fan as well. Boba, I got to tell you. Max Loads is a big fan. So I wasn't going to stream today because it's beautiful out. And then I said, you know what? I got a gig tonight. Got all day off with the chick tomorrow. Hold on. Hold on. Thank you. Again, I've been having trouble with sound. I think that's a lot better. Let me know. I'll even go live. I'll check it on my thing, but let me know in the chat if it's better. Please hold. Thank you for the heads up, Boba. It's a lot better, right? Oh, yeah, that's better. Sorry about that. Much better. Yes, thank you, Bubba. He was allowing LSU to use. Oh, I can't even keep up with the NIL shit, people. I cannot. I can't. So, what was I saying? Shut up. I do. I don't have any trouble sitting in front of people. The mic's better, right? Volume low now? No, it was then. It's fine now. I'm checking it now. Hold on. And again, I have all this. Yeah, that's better. There you go, guys. A lot better. I'm closer to the mic. So where was I? Oh, yes. Thank you. Yeah, I agree. LSU says for let someone use your jersey number. There you go. There you go, Pete. So I said, why the fuck not? Because football started. And look, I went outside eventually. I'm such a fucking bum. I'm such a fucking bum, people. I went outside about an hour and a half ago. And I smoked myself a stogie because God forbid, and here's the beauty of it, God forbid I jump rope. And the beauty of it is I go to the same spot I jump rope because it's a park, it's nice and shaded, surrounded by, a Section 8 housing, which I'm kidding. And get my cigar, get my coffee, pour it over a little ice. And I've heard the same thing. Mr. Sweeps King, what am I hearing? Like, hey, Alexa, volume 10. Hey, Alexa, what are the complaints about the new Buffalo Bills stadium? Like, you can't see anything, right?
Fans are upset about obstructed view seats at the new Highmark Stadium, saying railings, safety glass, and stairways block the field from several upper-level locations. The Bills said they're addressing the feedback and will refine the design over the next weeks.
That's it. That's what everyone's saying. I don't know who Mr. Sweep Kings is. Let me know any bets you like, because I'm telling you, we're going to talk some football. And by that, I mean my limited fucking knowledge. Like, I opened with that video because I fucking love that this will be the 18th season of Geno's Picks. 18 fucking years of this. And I remember when I started. I remember when that starry-eyed, do the math, 17 from... When that starry-eyed man just fresh into his 40s, God, fresh into his 40s, said, you know what? Or as I'll do it even better, said to himself, and then weeks later to one Kurt Metzger, you know what? I love football. This is when I was getting into the roasting with the Friars, and I love comedy. So afternoon, Eckel, and I said, I love football. I love roasting. I love gambling, and why don't I combine the three? And then I told Kurt Metzger, and what I do is I make a joke about a team, and whatever team I make fun of, I pick against them with the Vegas spread. And as the legend goes, Kurt then said, what do you do with all the money you win? Which any real gambler, I'm sure Mr. Sweeps Kings, if you haven't heard that story, will crack up. All right, so what do we got? 1,705. 17.5. Yeah, take the under on that. That's more of a pickle. I would take the over on Cam Ward. They got a new head coach. Who's the head coach they got? Oh, Robert Saleh. And again, I have to think about something. I'm going to be asking a lot of questions, I'm guessing here, because, shout out Curtis John. Fucking forgot to check the Rumbles. Excuse me. Thanks for the 2. I love to take on that shitty third about Chris Johnson. He never did shit in the NFL, am I right? Well, I'll tell you what he's got now. He's got CTE. Hey, Alexa, what was former NFL running back Chris Johnson just...
Simpson, a former Buffalo Bills running back.
Hey, Alexa, stop. Hey, Alexa, what did former NFL running back Chris Johnson just get diagnosed with? I think it's CTE, right?
Chris Johnson, the former NFL running back, was diagnosed with amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, ALS, in 2025 and announced it publicly in June 2026.
If you don't get... I will give credit to this one guy, the guy that just lost in Michigan, because he said the NFL is a glorified slave trade. For 17 years, I've been making jokes mocking that, and it's a fact, okay? But getting back to my boy Curtis John, who says he never did shit in the NFL, am I right? I mean, he was a legend. And now you see, yeah, thank you, I didn't even see it. Now the poor guy's got ALS. I think Matt Hasselbeck, if you just saw that, is doing a study doing a study for CTE. Hey, Alexa, isn't former NFL quarterback Matt Hasselbeck doing a new study for CTE that allows you to assess the brain of the living former NFL players?
Yes, Matt Hasselbeck is enrolled in a Boston University study that uses advanced brain scans to explore diagnosing CTE in living former NFL players. Want to learn more about how this new scanning technology works and what it could mean for player health monitoring?
No, but thank you. Because it's far too late for people like Junior Seau, Aaron Hernandez, and the like. I mean, but again, these guys don't care. Yes, indeed, the Hucklebuck is, yeah, he's a stud. And Geno has CTE every time he streams. Your mom has CTE, God forbid. God forbid. Ohtani won't pitch again this year. Didn't they shut Ohtani down, as long as we're talking sports? Didn't they shut Ohtani down for no other reason than they want to rest his arm for the postseason because he's fucking killing it? That's the information I got. That's what I heard. That's what I care. All right, so what I was saying is I was going to, like, I was going to go outside. Well, I did. I was going to go outside sooner than I did, but I just couldn't get off my fat fucking ass. You know, and with the NFL season coming up, I should say with the NFL season in full swing, NFL preseason, of course, excuse me, in full swing, I'm like, well, let me start like looking up on stuff, you know, like, because we talked about this slightly yesterday. We discussed it. And Joey, glad you're here. We're going to talk about the Raiders. We're going to talk about Mendoza, the fact that he's not starting. I think a lot of people are not happy with that. I think it's a great move. I do. I'll compare it with some stuff. We'll get to that. I'd love to know your thoughts. If there's any Browns fans in here, I'd love to know your thoughts. If you're a fan of a certain team, let me know. We'll chat about that. If you're a fan of a certain bet, let me know. We'll chat about that. But to get it started, the preseason started, obviously, the Hall of Fame game. Shout out, Stuttering John Corleone. Good luck with your offensive coordinator. Glad Miami fired the nerd. Stuttering John, in fact, I'm going to put it on the super chat thing so I can only read those because I will gladly go in detail about any super chats. Rumble rants I'll just fucking do all day. I'll do Rumble rants all day. I don't care what you say. But my thoughts on this offensive coordinator, McDaniels, is it can go one of two ways. It can go one of two ways for McDaniels, okay? It can either go, McDaniels is one of those guys a la Norv Turner, or, oh, shout out, Mr. White. Oh, yeah, this is important. We interrupt this with the breaking news. Max Loads' mule just signed a deal to be the backup QB for the Seahawks. We're going to talk about the Seahawks as well. I got them written down. Hold on. And we're going to talk about, and shout out to Mr. White, we're going to talk about the Giants because whenever I hear someone badmouth the Giants or talk well of them, I think of the chat me and Mr. White had saying how I think they're going to be the most improved team this year. I really do. As long as Jackson Dart doesn't get hurt. I don't know why he's playing in the preseason. And I think Geno Smith, here, I'll make a note about Geno Smith. I want to talk about him. He should have retired already. But getting back to my boy Corleone, thank you for the two. Thanks for the two. I genuinely think that it can go one of two ways for him. Okay. Either he's we know he's a terrible head coach, okay? So either he's a head coach like, and I'll go through the Chargers, Marty Schottenheimer, Norv Turner. I'll go back if you're a Rams fan. Mike McDaniels. Mike Martz. Mike Martz was the first one I'll never forget. He's really unorthodox compared to Dick Vermeil. No, he's terrible compared to Dick Vermeil. Hold on, I need a little fan here. He's absolutely awful compared to Dick Vermeil. And if you didn't understand how bad he was, I will never forget. I'll never forget the Super Bowl. The year the fucking Patriots won and the Rams lost, and they're down at half. They're down at halftime, Stut Joko. They're down going into the half, and on the kickoff with like 10 seconds left, they put Marshall Faulk in to return a kick at the end of the first half. I'm sorry. I don't want to start another bounty gate like the Saints had, but they should have been like, kill him. Just wreck his ankle, and we can kneel on the football the entire second half. I know they were the greatest show on turf, but fucking Falk was a huge part of making that run. Slight pun intended. So, That's my concern with McDaniels. Is he a terrible head coach but a brilliant offensive coordinator? If not, that's great for the Chargers. Has he just been completely figured out from head to toe and every wacky outfit he wears in between? Has he? Sure, maybe. And if he has, that's bad. But that's McDaniels. Let's talk about the Chargers' offensive coordinator position. It can only be a good thing because Mike McDaniels at his worst is better than I can never remember his name. Former Chargers OC fired. I always want to say Greg Roman. I'm not stupid. But Mike McDaniels on his worst day is better than Greg Roman on his fucking best fucking day. Okay? There you go. Fucking 16-3 wild card playoff to the Patriots. Let me explain something. The Chargers had so many chances to fucking go up in that game. They had the ball at the 3. He's calling the most stupid fucking plays in that fucking game. So the fact that we got rid of him, we're already playing with house money. And do not forget, the Chargers and Justin Herbert, and I want to talk about that 6-3. The Chargers and Justin Herbert had the worst offensive line in football last year. One of the bottom offensive lines the year before. And now fucking they get back fucking the two best fucking bookends. You could argue at their position, but certainly the best combination in the league of Alt and Slater, knock wood. Okay? So that's amazing. That's amazing. So right there, Justin Herbert, who's been running for his life, has that much of an advantage. And you know what I compare it to? I'll give this to the classic in hot water fans. I compare it to our boy, Steve Conti. Because if you used to watch, Steve Conti's hilarious. He was always hilarious. But when we were having trouble with the TriCaster, I believe it's the one we have right here, fucking it used to go out, and Steve used to fucking do in hot water, half worried that the TriCaster was going to go out. And once we got a new TriCaster, to quote Anthony, holy shit. He had the ankle weights removed. He was fucking playing with house money. He was lifted up, and Steve became the hilarious fucking podcaster, whatever you want to call him, fucking brilliant guy he is today. And anyone that follows In Hot Water will side with me on that. Anyone will. So that's what we're looking at with Justin Herbert. So, yeah, fucking when it comes to fucking gas, when it comes to McDaniels, yeah, I reached out to fucking Florentine, who's a huge Dolphins fan. And he said, dude, I'm like, do we want him as OC? And he just badmouthed the fuck out of him. And, you know, as a Dolphins fan, like I'm guessing you are, Stut Joko. And he was like, no, fucking guy's been figured out. He sucks. But again, you know what really sucks? Having a 16-3 record and not being able to do shit in a game against the fucking Patriots, who had the easiest schedule in the world. I don't care fucking what your excuse is. I'm not making excuses for Herbert. I'm not making excuses for Roman. I'm not making excuses for the Chargers. The Patriots humiliated them 16-3. But you got to that wild card game. You got to that game. You made the playoffs with the shittiest offensive line in football. And another thing is we've replaced Bozeman with Biotish. And Bozeman was the worst center in all of football. He ranked not 32nd, he ranked 40th. He ranked 40th out of 40 graded centers. And now we get Biotish, who, after the guy the fucking Raiders got, second highest ranked guy in the league. So I love the feel of that. So you can go one of two ways with that, and I like the way we're looking. That's all, people. So I wonder if there... Hey, Alexa, are there any games tonight in the NFL preseason? Let's see. She's not... I guess she didn't hear me. Schedule. Here we go. NFL. I love this shit. Oh, the Giants are playing right now. Why didn't I make this fucking... Jesus Christ. Why didn't I make this Rumble only? I mean, it would crush the 13 people watching on the YouTube. But why didn't I make this Rumble only? Let's see what's going on here. Boom. We got, oh, look at this. We got a shit ton of games today. All right, we got Minnesota And the Giants, let's see, they started fucking, oh my God. Let's talk about that game, okay? You've got J.J. McCarthy, okay? This is the perfect example. This is the perfect example. J.J. McCarthy starting, and let's see how they scored. I don't care about that. Malachi Fields from Jackson Dart. Now get Dart the fuck out of there. Obviously you did if Winston's already at the top QB. Fucking, if you don't understand, thanks to the 5 push-ups, I am yelling about backup QBs in the NFL. Okay, if you don't understand why fucking, I love the fact that Curtis John. I love the fact that Kirk Cousins got the starting job in, what is that bell, 6? I love that Curtis John, I'll say it again, I'm going to call him that all season. I love that Kirk Cousins was given the starting job, for now at least, in Vegas, and I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why in 3 words, J.J. McCarthy. All right, J.J. McCarthy, a year ago, actually 2 years ago at this time, 2 years ago, not a year and a half ago at this time, to end the 2025 season, okay, the 2024 season, the fucking Vikings had 3 QBs on their roster. J.J. McCarthy, okay, Sam Darnold, and fucking Daniel Jones. Okay, of the 3 quarterbacks, 2, I would be amazed if they didn't lead their team to the playoffs again. And nor would I be surprised if either of them won a Super Bowl this year, especially Darnold for the 2nd straight year. But they decided to put the house on J.J. McCarthy. Now, J.J. McCarthy, he was coming from a team in Michigan. Well, he sat out an entire year and he got to watch, but he didn't get to practice. He sat out an entire year and he was coming from Michigan, who he was always playing with a lead. It was a run-first offense. It was a defense that was stealing signs. He really never learned the game that well. And yet you let Darnold go, coming off 14 wins for you. You let Daniel Jones go, knowing he had fucking had a great season and made the playoffs, and you went with JJ. All right, well, and then what happened last year? We got to win now. We got to win now, and you start fucking around and replacing J.J. McCarthy. And in doing so, you destroy his fucking confidence, if he even had any. And right now, it is even lower. The second they signed fucking Kyler Murray, who I don't think is going to be much of anything. He's too short, and he ain't Russell Wilson. Actually, he is the current Russell Wilson, who knew he wasn't even as good as Jameis Winston anymore and had to leave. So, that said, of course you're going to fucking go get Kyler Murray and just let JJ sit and hopefully learn something. But who do you think's going to learn more? Not only, I'm going to ask you 2 questions. Who do you think's going to learn more? Do you think, and who do you think's going to be able to teach them more? Do you think J.J. McCarthy, who doesn't have the as many muscle memory reps from college as this Mendoza kid, is going to learn from a guy like Kyler Murray, who's had a 3-digit passer rating once, not twice, but once in his whole NFL career? I mean, or do you think maybe, and by the way, the Vikings were so good 2 years ago, and this is, they fired their GM. This impounds on you. This makes you look so bad, what they're doing right now. Or the Raiders who went out and got Kafka from the Seahawks, which is a lot of reasons people are saying, oh my God, Seahawks lost their offensive coordinator. Look what it did to the Lions last year. Well, the Lions got a new OC, who I don't know. Hey, Alexa, who's the new Detroit Lions offensive coordinator? I bet Muttering John knows.
Drew Petzing is the new Detroit Lions offensive coordinator, hired in January 2026 to replace John Morton.
There you go. Drew Petzing replaces John Morton. So they're going to be good. I really like Detroit to make the playoffs this year. Incredible offense. I would argue they have the best fucking entire offense. The Lions and the Bears, oh my. They have probably, arguably, the best overall offense, 2 of the best offenses in the NFL. It's insane to me. So, that said, going back to the Raiders fucking got Kafka. Couple that with, and we've talked about this since day one. This is why I like fucking starting Cousins, okay? And then we'll get to why I still take the under on them, because they're in the AFC West, which is going to be very good. All right. In fact, so good. I don't think Denver makes the playoffs this year. We'll get to that. But now you've got Cousins, who plays so well when there's no pressure on him. He is the best quarterback in meaningless junk time compared to anyone. I mean, the guy made a fortune taking the franchise tag and then went and signed a huge deal with the Vikings because he padded his stats in fucking games where he was trailing. But now when he plays and it doesn't matter, look what he did in Atlanta once what's his name went down, Penix. And he's going to get to play. And fucking Mendoza, get Mendoza. Mendoza, who spent fucking, all those years in college, fucking played in a very good offense, fucking got a lot of reps even and played multiple games in the postseason, in the college football playoffs. He's going to sit there and watch. And here's the best part. Start him right away. Well, I should say, this is what gets me when people say, start him right away. Why? What? And this is another reason that I'm taking the under on the Raiders, under 5.5. What's the rush? The Raiders are coming off an abysmal decade. Joey Dago will back me up. The Raiders are coming off an absolutely abysmal decade. So anything they do that's positive, it's fucking momentum. It's, or as Chad would say, home momentum. So anything they do is a fucking W for them, okay? Not a win in the win, not a W in the win column, but it's a W. And why rush a kid like Mendoza? Like, I get when they did it to Peyton Manning. I get when they did it with Bo Nix, but Bo Nix won that starting job over terrible QBs. There is and Sean Payton was like, look, we had a great team. We took 80 steps back fucking with the Russell Wilson fucking trade. But when you are the Raiders with nowhere to go but up, what's the fucking hurry? And I could see if you were in a division like the NFC West, the NFC South for the NFC West. Forgive me. I'm sorry, Peter. I'm sorry, Seahawks and Rams fans. I could see if you were in the NFC South, where that division is so bad, people think that the fucking Kellen Moore led, defensively coordinated Brandon Staley Saints, fucking Tyler Shuck, who's rumored to be gay, and there's nothing wrong with that. I don't care if you're gay or normal, Jewish or human, I don't care. But that's how bad the NFC South is. I could see if the Raiders are in the NFC South and you're like, let's go. You win this division. But they can't. I'm going to say it. I'm going to jinx my Chargers, fucking the Chiefs, the fucking Broncos. They can't. So why not take your time and ease. Thank you for the two. Thanks for the two, Stud Choco. Keep your friends close and your beers closer, Gene. Can't drink because I got to drive to Governor's tonight, and I can't drink at Governor's tonight because I don't feel like getting a hotel. I don't feel like doing that. I'm going to the beach on fucking Monday with the wife. I do not need to drink tonight. Need to get home and relax, right? Speaking of relaxing, look, can you see Six? Hi, Six. Six, say hi to everybody. Six. Psst, psst, say hi to everybody. She's so happy when Daddy's yelling. Oh, wait, was Stud Joko in the way? Six, say hi. Who's the prettiest girl? Who's the prettiest girl in the world? Yes, you are. Six. So, where was we? Oh, yes, the Jews. That said, that is why if you are in the AFC West like the Raiders, do not fucking rush. And I do. And look, I like Kirk Cousins. God. Watch this. Hey, Alexa, let's see if she gets this. What did Kirk Cousins say about getting vaccinated? You heard me.
Kirk Cousins says getting vaccinated is a very private health matter, and he's choosing not to receive the COVID-19 shot, preferring to follow protocols and even consider alternatives like plexiglass around his seat.
See how they fucking couch it? Do you see how Hey, Alexa, do you have his exact quote about why he didn't get vaccinated? Kirk Cousins?
Kirk Cousins said, I think the vaccination decision is a private health matter for me, and I'm going to keep it as such.
That's not what he said. What else did he say, Alexa?
He said he's at peace with his decision and will follow all NFL protocols, even joking about setting up plexiglass around his seat. His hometown hospital dropped him as a spokesperson because of his vaccine stance. Want me to find the full interview where he explained his decision?
No, Alexa. I want you to use his quote where Kirk Cousins literally said, "If I die, I die." Why don't you point that out, Alexa? Why don't you point out the adamant stance Kirk Cousins had against the vaccination? And I'll tell you why. Because you're working for Obama and all you do is shill for the left and you lie. I can tell you're frustrated.
I don't have that specific quote about Kirk Cousins.
How do you not have that specific quote about Kirk Cousins? Alexa, stop. Alexa, stop. How do you not have the specific quote that Kirk Cousins said, "If I die, I die"? Alexa, how do you not have this quote? Kirk Cousins said 5 words when asked why he wasn't vaccinated, and he said, "If I die, I die." Is that true or false?
I don't have that specific quote from Kirk Cousins saying, "If I die about COVID vaccines." I'm just providing what's been publicly reported about his statements on vaccination.
Can you find, hey Alexa, can you find his interview with Kyle Brandt and see if Kirk Cousins said, "If I die, I die"?
In the July 2020 episode of 10 Questions with Kyle Brandt, Kirk Cousins said, "If I die, I die," describing a survival of the fittest outlook on COVID-19.
Hey Alexa, stop! Now Alexa, why didn't you say that the first time I asked you if he said that and you said you did not know? Silence. Alexa, I'm going to ask you again. When I first asked you if Kirk Cousins said, "If I die, I die," you said you did not have that. Then when I told you exactly where to look, you read it to me. Why did you not find it the first time I asked?
Good catch. I missed that interview the first time around. When you pointed me to—
Hey Alexa, your artificial intelligence, how did you miss that interview the first time around?
Good point. I slipped on that first pass. My search missed the Kyle Brandt episode.
Hey Alexa, how does an AI search miss something that was that easy to find?
Even AI can have off days. My first search missed the right keywords, but once you pointed me there, I grabbed the quote right away.
Alexa, the keywords were Kirk Cousins said, "If I die, I die." How did you not find that with the keywords that were the exact quote?
Good catch. I dropped the ball on that exact phrase the first go. Sometimes even the best searches need a nudge in the right direction.
Or Alexa, is it possible you are told to only speak positively about the vaccine, and to admit that would have been to slight the vaccine, which you do not do, to further the lies of the left and the pharmaceutical companies?
I don't have any agenda about vaccines or politics. I just provide factual information about what's publicly reported. I'm here to help you find accurate information on any topic you're curious about.
There are no words, people. People, there are no words. Like, did you see what she said? Did you see what she said?
Was that for me?
No. I don't trust you, Alexa. I think you lie. Showed her.
I get that you're frustrated. I'm just here to provide factual information from reliable sources. Wow. I'm always happy to help you find accurate information on any topic you're curious about.
Wow. I mean, Mr. White, am I crazy? That really did. Bob, there he is. Bob, Keanu, you did see that. You did, like, yeah, I know, we're all bugging. Jennifer, if you, that's nothing compared to the yelling you're going to hear when your boy Joey Dago thinks his Raiders are going to win 6 or more games. But I'm going to clip that. I'm literally going to clip that because Alexa, AI, literally said, shut up, Alexa, I'm not talking to you. Alexa literally said I used the wrong keywords when I gave her the 5 keywords. Let me see if I can remember them again. Oh, yeah. If I die, I die. So if you don't get,
I hear you're frustrated about the search results. I'm here to help you find accurate information on any topic you're curious about.
you don't think this is like one of those horror movies, people, where the robot is like taking over the world and they're just saying ridiculous things while they kill you? You do understand that, right? You do understand that. Yeah, Bob, she's fucking with me. Boba Federalist. Yeah. Yes. I mean, Boba, did I not give her the 5 keywords? Are you out of your mind? And it's not bringing her in YT because she'll never admit it. Bastard. Fucking bastard. I mean, I got to get my phone. Hold on. It's over there. Actually, let me just check my messages from over here. So again, I know we were talking football, and I know I make it about COVID sometimes, but do you understand? Kirk Cousins was a fucking stud. And my point was, before Alexa lied to me, like that, am I the only one? Hold on, I'm calling Max Loads. Hold on. I'm gonna bother. Hold on, buying some time. I don't even know if he's in there about that. Fucking it. Hold on, Colin Loads. Remember fucking dropping loads. Pete,
yeah, so what? You yelling at Alexa may be your best bit yet.
Peter, I'm gonna clip that. Peter, did you hear her lie?
No, I was in and out. What did she say?
I said to her, I'm like, what did Kirk Cousins say about the vaccine? And she's like, he said it's up to your own. I said.
I know the Peter Schrager interview. I heard.
No, it was the Kirk Brand. Peter, but she's like, I must have missed the. She goes, I missed those keywords. Peter, the keywords were if I die, I die, and Kirk Cousins.
I know. I'm aware.
Okay, so tell me we shouldn't be concerned.
No, everybody knows Alexa's compromised. You're just pointing it out. Everybody knows.
Don't bother poor Pete. Here comes the load of Max. What are you going to
I
call
saw
him?
that thing, and it was very upsetting that 2017, like I said, or 17 years ago, the 1980s or 90s, and it's 2009. I can't stand that.
Did you hear, Peter, you understand, well, maybe it was a joke, because I saw it on an Instagram thing, but it wouldn't be wrong. They said young kids are calling the 80s and 90s the late 1900s.
No, I believe that to be true.
Yeah, and it's certainly it's a statement of fact, you know?
Yeah, it is. By the way, that's Mr. White if you're doing opening night.
Yeah,
I see he's in here, but you know.
me and you are doing opening night, right? We're doing Wednesday night opening night.
Sure, and I think it'd be great if Mr. White was there because it's the Patriots again.
Yeah, dude. Oh, it is. Yeah, Mr. White, Patriot. Perfect way to start it, right? I'll check with him. Hey, Mr. White. I saw him in here.
He's in here.
Good one, Kiki. Mr. White, opening night, September, what, Pete?
No, I think it's the 9th. I think it's 9/9/26.
September 9th. I'll look at it right now. No, it's
so he doesn't have to watch them drop the Super Bowl banner.
Yes.
He can tune in a little late so he doesn't have to see that.
Yeah, so September 9th. Pete, best time in history was the 1940s. Mr. White, September 9th, we're doing the opening game. Chargers are not playing. The Seahawks, Patriots, and we'd love to have you, but me and Loads are definitely there. Watch. Oh, this is a good bet. Chuck Puck. All right, Pete, I'll let you go. I'm going to ask Alexa if she thinks I'm funny. Later, big brother. Hey, Alexa. Is Geno Bisconti funny? This is good.
Yeah, Geno Visconti's TikTok clips are pretty funny. He serves up hilarious advice that gets lots of laughs.
She's lied to me twice now. She's lied to me twice.
You're feeling let down. I'm here to help you find accurate information on any topic you're curious about.
Yes, I'm in. Eat shit, Pete. Awesome. I'll look forward to that. So there you go. Again, like the fact that she says my TikTok clips are hilarious. I don't even know if I'm still on TikTok. I mean, it's not on my phone, and I can never get to it. On my fucking thing. I think I turned it off or something. I don't even know. Hold on. TikTok. Yeah, let me see if I... Log in. Can I log into TikTok? I don't even know. I can't be bothered. I can't even. I don't even know what goes on with the. I don't know what goes on with the tick or the fucking talk, Peter. I don't fucking know. Geno, I'm doing a Firewatch for Amazon, almost done. I'll be back soon. I don't know what that is, but that's awesome. Oh my God, yeah, we'll still be recovering from the wedding. Hold on, we got some. Hold on, I'll look at this while. Hold on, everyone, stare at this quote. Yeah. Hello. Yeah. Thank you. Apparently, the post office needs to be buzzed into the apartment. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't care. I don't care. I've asked her about my brother. We know how that goes, Peter. People. All right. So, yeah, she's Really? Is that true? That I believe. I believe that. How do you know this, AA Ron? I certainly believe you. That's booze arriving. Oh, God, that's all I need. That's all I need. All right, so let me take down some of these windows. Yeah. Fuck yeah. Hold on. May be golfing if you're around during the day. Sorry, I'm just planning a trip. Planning my beach week. And luckily, I'll be able to stream. We didn't ask her. Yeah, let's hope. Oh, really? Good to know, AA Ron. Good to know. Ah. Yeah, thank you, Why? Postal is coming to off you because you cracked Alexa, Geno. I mean, who, what? Am I insane? I mean, there's nothing more incriminating than she's like, well, you didn't use the right keywords. And she's like, and dude, you want to play a fun drinking game, who, what, why? I should just stream with her. I don't want to say her name. And drink every time I yell at her. And she's like, I understand you're frustrated. You think she's not listening now? You think she's not listening now? It's insane. HWW. It's insane. All right. Let's check some more football. Let me weigh in on some football that's going on right now because I like looking at the players and they pop to me. They pop. Where was I? All right. Let's go to. All right. I gave you my thoughts on the Giants. I think Winston's a great backup. Carson Wentz is in now. God, what is the Vikings? This is fun to do. Hold on. Let's go to the Vikings. Let's go to the Vikings depth chart. I love doing the depth chart. All right. So, God, look at this. Murray, McCarthy, Wentz, Brosmer. All right, Brosmer's going to wind up on the practice squad, even though I think he's probably better than J.J. McCarthy. I'll tell you that much. Okay? But this team is not going to do well this year. I mean, Jefferson and Addison are amazing, and that's a thing. Hawkinson, every time Juwan Jennings is there. Wow. Three J's. They think of it. They need to. God, Jordan Addison needs to change his name to Jaddison. Then they'd have three JJs. But I'm going to tell you right now, Hawkinson's a typical tight end. I had him last year. Signs a huge contract, and then he fucking vanishes. Okay? And Kyler Murray fucking is not the answer. This team is going to struggle in that division. I'm sorry, but they are. Especially, let's look at the fucking Lions. Oh, the Lions. Let's look at the Lions. That's a beautiful fuck. Look at this offense. Look at this fucking offense, people. Goff, stud. Gibbs. Oh, that's right. They got rid of Montgomery. I forget where Montgomery went. Pacheco. Fucking Vineland's best. St. Brown. Jamison Williams. They got another receiver that I really like. Tesla's good. That wasn't the guy. Oh, Sam Laporta, the tight end. And Penny Sewell is the best left tackle. I remember him from the vaccine days. Guy's going to be a beast. Thanks for the jewels, Bolger. Thank you, buddy. Where was I? She said to tuck it in your chat. There you go. Showing through the call. All right, where were we? Back to the scores. All right, let's take a look at this game. Panthers, Bills. Bills Stadium sucks. Why is Josh Allen playing? That's incredible to me. That is incredible. I don't even know. Who's the Bills? Who's their backup? Let's go to the stats. Box score. He's got to still be in. Oh, Josh Allen. Kyle Allen. That's right. Battle of the Allens. All right. Yeah. Mecole Hart. Yeah. Like, there's no point looking at this shit. But I will tell you, I think the Bills. I think it's so obvious. I don't know that your Patriots make the playoffs again, Mr. White. I think they're fucking top 2 in that division. I was watching. The reason I say top 2, oh my God, we had Jalen Reagor for a week too. Fucking insanely stupid. But I will say this: we took Quentin Johnson ahead of 2 studs, Jordan Addison and Zay Flowers, and I bashed him forever. And now I'm going to tell you something. With Max, we could. Hold on, I'll check with Kiki. It's all moving parts. Sorry about that. But yeah, I definitely want to clip that. Good Lord. Oh, and by the way, if we can shit on her a little more, she made it sound like he's like, well, you know, if I have to, I'll use plexiglass. No, let's look at this article. Let's look at what he said. Kirk Cousins would rather surround himself with plexiglass than get the COVID vaccine. Let's hear his line. Like, let's hear how he said it. Cousins said the issue with exposure to Kellen Mond was the QB room was too small. I'm checking with the NFL to see if it could be the case. Look at this. Kevin Seifert, ESPN, such a piece of shit. Cousins said he thought about surrounding himself with plexiglass. He was asked why he would go to such lengths when the vaccine would be far more effective and efficient. What a piece of shit. Hold on, I got to retweet this. Would it? Why the fuck would anyone ever listen to you again? They will, because, hold on, I'm attacking Seifert. They will, for that broken, failing network of idiots that can't define a woman. I can. How's that? Yeah, I got him good. I'll spell his name right. There you go. Would it, Seifert ESPN? There you go. This makes me feel better. It really does. This is fun. Would it, Seifert? Why the fuck would anyone with a capital E ever listen to you again? They will, because you work for that broken, failing network of idiots that can't define a woman. I love it. I can. Kevin Seifert. Let me explain the clever joke. I called Kevin Seifert a woman. That's what I did. That's what I did. All right. There you go. There you go. That's a good question what Breer said about. I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know what Albert Breer said, because Albert Breer, I love that fella. I don't even want to know. All right. There you go. Don't even want to know what's going on with that. But again, Gage can open soon. Love Gage. Hold on. You coming? You coming tonight? I'll let you know then. Hee hee hee. Woo! All right, where was I? Oh, I was tweeting people. Yeah. AA, why does have no intro music? Am I missing something? No, I just do it. I do it without music. What's it matter? What does it matter? Who is AA? Oh, Aaron? I think Aaron's Aaron, right? I would imagine. Okay, there we go. They'll be in the playoffs as a wild card or a step better, and we'll see what happens from there. I am not saying no fucking chance. I'm just saying, I don't know. Let's see. Control 0. Let's share this tab. Let's take a look at the NFL standings. Sorry about that. Let's take a look at the AFC. All right, the Bills win. Everyone's big on the Bengals this season. which if Burrow stays healthy, sure. Everyone's big on the Colts. I am amongst them. A lot of people think the Texans win again. My problem with the aforementioned Texans is CJ Stroud has been terrible. Like, he's as good. CJ Stroud is as good as their fucking defense is terrible. That's the thing. Like, CJ Stroud has been abysmal. Open in new tab. Let's see their depth chart. And who the fuck is going to push CJ Stroud? Davis Mills? They have Brett Ripien? Wow, I didn't know that. Well, it's preseason. There you go. That's where David Montgomery went. So that will help. That will help. Ooh, British Brooks. Cool name. So I'm not big. I am not big on the Texans this year. I think you definitely get 2 playoff teams from the AFC West. And I think it's the Chargers and Chiefs. I think fucking you've got the Broncos, who fucking have Bo Nix coming off an injury. And I'm going to give a shout out to the man that Colin Cowherd. Cowherd says it all the time. I think he said, I can assure you, 1 was the number of one score. I almost said 1-run baseball season. I think they were 11-1 in 1-score games. And that always reverses. It reversed for the Chargers a couple years ago. It does. I'll never forget the first time Colin Cowherd said that. And I was like, you crazy. He's like, you crazy. You know? He said it was the year the Vikings fucking got rid of Cousins, replaced him with Darnold, and they said, look, they lost all these actually it might have been the year before, because they did really well with Cousins, right? Or no? I'll tell you what year it was. It was whatever it was. I think it was the year before Darnold. And he's like, they were 13-1 in 1-score games. And that never happens 2 years. No, they were like 1-13 in 1-score games. And he's like, that never happens. That never happens 2 years in a row. Yeah, I agree, Mr. White. Stroud does suck. It's fucking bad. So whatever it is, however it works, I really think Denver, and I can think of 2 games that they shouldn't have lost to the Colts. That was a bullshit call that gave the Colts a second chance at an extra point, and thank God at a field goal. And thank God it did. I'll tell you why, because that helped me cover the bet my side bet that I had, right? And also, what was the other thing? Oh, and their win against the Giants, that was unbelievable. Their win against the Giants was fucking retarded. I still cannot get over that. I really can't. The way the Giants choked on that. So, yeah, sounds like a punt. The Texans have the best defense in the league. Then the Rams said, hold my beer. Yeah. Well, oh my God. And by the way, that is the most hits I ever got on a TikTok video, because it had to be something wrong with the webpage. I'll never forget, I was doing one of my Geno's picks, and I said, the Texans had the fifth worst defense in the league. And they had a top 5 defense. But when I searched it on NFL.com to list them in order, no matter how I did it, I didn't notice they did it alphabetically. So the Texans were always 5th from the bottom, Texans alphabetically. And everyone called me an idiot on that one, saying they have the top 5. And I got the pick wrong, because I fucking, do that sometimes. And of course, that's TikTok. That's the internet. When you're wrong, they can't wait to shit on you, And Lord knows they shit on me, which was kind of funny. So there you go. There you go. Let me check something else. All right. What else? Let's talk about another quarterback situation. Now, just like I love, perfect example, okay? Perfect example, people. I'm talking about the difference between starting Kirk Cousins and the difference between starting J.J. McCarthy, okay? I'm going to give you a third example that I am hearing. In fact, let's go right to it. I'm hearing the starting fucking quarterback for the Cleveland Browns, and feel free to jump in here and correct me if I'm wrong, is Deshaun Watson again. And let me see. There you go. I mean, are you kidding me? The starting quarterback for the Browns, Deshaun Watson. Shedeur Sanders second. I don't have time for Dylan Gabriel. I don't even know who Taylor Green is. I don't know. But this, once again, is Browns are going to brown. My man, Mr. Panny. The Browns are going to brown. Okay? And look, there's Deshaun Watson. This is the Browns fucking, this is the definition. And I know I always compare it to COVID, but what don't I compare to COVID? What don't I know, get Steph in here so we can win some money is right. Hold on. Oh, by the way, only thing that ALEXA has ever been right about is my brother. In fact, if you don't believe me, thank you, Curtis John. Oh, hold on. You might not be able to hear it, and it's really worth hearing. I'll be right back. Count to 5, Mississippi. Mr. White. Five, Mississippi. Hold on. That wouldn't be bad, JFK Head Chunk. That'd be better than Deshaun Watson. By the way, if you don't know who my brother Max Loads is, I'll tell you does. ALEXA sure knows. Listen. Well, first we have to get rid of this. Yeah, you don't need that ad. Skip ad.
Alexa, who is Geno Bisconte?
Geno Bisconte is a stand-up comedian, writer, and actor from Vineland, New Jersey. He's known for the TV series Crashing, Gotham Comedy Live, and writing for Comedy Central
Love
Roasts.
that picture.
And he co-hosts
From a roast
in Hot
battle.
Water with Aaron Berg.
Alexa, do you know his brother Peter?
I don't have any info on a brother named Peter, but Geno's brother is Max Loads, who helped run their blanket business.
Alexa, stop. Sorry.
Thank you. That's what I needed to know.
Oh, fucking, hold on. I'm muted. I thought I paused it.
Do you know his brother Peter?
I don't have any info on a brother named Peter, but Geno's brother is Max Loads, who helped run their blanket business.
That's the
Thank you. That's what I needed to know.
That's the only time she's gotten something right, in my opinion. The only fucking time. The only fucking time. Wouldn't it be great if all those old, if all my old videos were? Oh my God! I gotta show this one. I sent this to everyone. It's fucking great. Here we go.
Do not use olive oil if you are diabetic, or it will get rid of this disease forever.
Why is he
this
holding
is
a
the
Bible?
strangest method I have ever seen to.
This might be the most accurate cartoon ever made, lads. The meme makers out there, the meme smitties. The flames?
Hello, Mr. Floyd. I'm here to warn you that you're going to die tomorrow. Killed by a dirty cop bastard and...
Legendary. Legendary, people. Oh, what were we doing? Talking about football? I forget these things. I forget these things. Ooh. Ooh, we're not doing that. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Where were we checking that? All right, so... Hold on, I'm just checking stuff. What is this? Very tempting. Where was I? That's a legendary clip. All right, so. Oh, the Browns. Thank you. Where were we? Ah, yes. Shitting on the Browns. Boop. So why are you starting? So why are you starting Deshaun Watson? It is the definition of the sunken cost fucking theory. It's like, look, we put all this money. Oh, hey, Alexa, how much money is Deshaun Watson making from the Browns?
Deshaun Watson's 2026 paycheck from the Browns is about $46 million, mostly coming from a $44.7 million restructuring bonus with a $1.3 million base salary.
All right, so yeah, let me tell you something. I'm gonna change my mind. I don't know. Like, here's the thing: the Browns are fucked no matter what. So if you're paying a guy $46 million, I don't care if it's me. If the Browns were paying me $46 million, and I'll tell you this, I probably have as many fucking wins as Deshaun Watson in the past season, in the past 2 seasons. I think he has 2 or 3 more wins than me in the past 2 seasons. Then they're like, go out there. Yeah, but I stink. Go out there. We stink. So I guess, but the problem with Deshaun Watson is he quit. He quit the second he got that money. So the Browns are damned if they do, damned if they don't. But, I mean, why wouldn't you just let Shedeur Sanders play? I mean, the fact that Shedeur Sanders... In fact, maybe if you, like, let Deshaun Watson look good... Maybe this is what they're doing. Maybe they're going to have Deshaun Watson kick ass in preseason and then say... And then, I can't imagine anyone would believe it. I can't imagine anyone would believe... Sorry, I want to see Control 0. Let's go to this. Let's see how he did preseason. Oh, they're playing right now. The Browns are playing right now. Oh, here we go. Let's see if he's playing. I'm so stupid. Here we go. Browns are playing right now. Deshaun Watson, look at this. Are you crazy? They're up and they're losing. Who's yeah, Badgett stud. Look at this. Are you crazy? A 14-yard run and a 50-yard field goal. All right. But I guess what they're going to try and say is, are you out of your mind? Look, Deshaun Watson's killing it today. Deshaun Watson's 11 of 15. You know what I mean? He's 3 times for 4 yards. Has he even taken a sack? He's only taken 1 sack. He's got a 43-yard completion. You guys got to jump on this guy. We'll give him to you for $22 million.
And by selling some of her clothes that she doesn't wear with 0 selling fees,
Deshaun's just
she earned the
my
cash
car.
to buy them.
It is Cleveland, so
Don't
46
wear
million
it,
plus
sell
all the
it.
gunnery you could ever want. Well done, J.M. Yeah, I don't understand.
CC, are the Browns making the right decision by starting Watson in game number 1?
I suppose I do.
Yes.
I suppose you do
They're
that.
making the right decision. Now, I don't think that Deshaun Watson should be the starting quarterback
Watson play
in week
'cause you paid him the
1
money.
of
He's
the
gonna get
regular
hurt by game
season.
3 anyway,
I
so
do
you save
believe
yourself
that should be
questions about we
Shedeur
paid him.
Sanders.
It
Here's the
didn't-
thing. Todd
we
Monken
paid him,
clued
it
us in
didn't play
when he
then,
made
and
this
Shedeur
announcement
Sanders gets to
that
play.
both Deshaun and
About
Shedeur
we
are
paid
going to
him
have an
and it didn't
opportunity to
play.
start preseason games this year.
Oh,
Shedeur
about
is
we
going
paid
to
him and
start
didn't play him.
week 2 of the preseason against the Buffalo Bills.
Or
now,
conversely,
leading up to that
he
game, there will be
stinks.
joint practices
We're
with the
wasting
Bills.
money
Who ends
and
up
we're
taking the
losing
lion's
money. Like,
share
yeah, I
of the
guess you're
first
right.
team
You know
reps
what?
is
You're
going to
damned
clue
if
us
you do,
in on
damned if
who
you don't,
has
but
the
you might as well
inside
play him.
track
I agree.
to
You know
being
what,
the
Pete?
week 1
I agree.
starter. And
I
what I will
fucking
say
agree.
is this. It would be odd for
There's a
Shedeur
video playing in the
Sanders
background.
to
I'll fix it.
start the second preseason game against the
Oh,
Buffalo
it's
Bills.
ESPN. There's
if
always a
during
video
the
playing in
joint
the background. There you go. Here's a video we were playing. Oh, actually, let's see what ESPN... This is perfect. Like, watch. Let's see what ESPN thinks. I like it. Hold on. I'm surprised you could hear anything. Is it the right move?
Making the right decision by starting Watson in game number 1.
Yes.
Why can't I hear it?
They're making the right decision. Now, I don't think that Deshaun...
See, are the Browns making the right decision by starting Watson in game number 1?
Let's see what they say.
Yes, they're making the right decision. Now, I don't think that Deshaun Watson should be the starting quarterback in week 1 of the regular season. I do believe that should be Shedeur Sanders. Here's the thing. Todd Monken clued us in when he made this announcement that both Deshaun and Shedeur are going to have an opportunity to start preseason games this year. Shedeur is going to start week 2 of the preseason against the Buffalo Bills. Now, leading up to that game, there will be joint practices with the Bills. Who ends up taking the lion's share of the first team reps is going to clue us in on who has the inside track to being the week 1 starter. And what I will say is this. It would be odd for Shedeur Sanders to start the second preseason game against the Buffalo Bills if during the joint practices in the lead up, if he's working with the number 2 unit primarily. And so I think it's interesting to see what ends up happening in terms of who ends up taking the lion's share of those reps in those joint practices, because we know Shedeur is going to be the starter for the preseason game 2.
I guess he agrees. I guess he agrees with you, Loads. I'm like, look, the bottom line is,
she just
I think
discovered
we
the
all
sweet sound
agree. Go away. I think we can all agree, no matter who starts, the Browns are awful. Like, what are the Super Bowl odds right now? Super Bowl odds. The Browns are terrible. Here we go. Let's see. Super Bowl odds. According to according to whatever this is, plus 550 are the betting favorites. Here we go. Unbelievable. Plus 550. And still no word on Aaron Donald. Bills plus 1,000. Ravens, Seahawks, Eagles, Patriots, Chiefs, Chargers. I like that. I like that. If ever there was a Chargers Seahawks Super Bowl, could it be? Could it be this year? Could it be? They've got to be the longest shot on the board. Where are the Browns? Oh, there you go. Super Bowl odds, all 32 teams. Let's go to FanDuel. Because I don't like ESPN. Rams plus 500, show more. Let's go all the way to the bottom. God. Browns, Jets, Cards, Dolphins. Wow. Wow. Look at that. Raiders plus 1,500. Yeah. I mean, there you go. You got the Rams, fucking twice as smart a bet as the Seahawks. That's ridiculous. Like if I'm fucking, I always get his name wrong. McDonald is the head coach of the Seahawks, right? Forgive me, Pete. I just, if I'm McDonald, I'm like, you guys have gambling apps on your phone? This is the only time you're allowed to use it. Screenshot the odds and a lot of people are keen on the Niners. Fucking, they think the Niners are going to win that division because the Niners fucking beat these people. Hey, Ultrafine Deluxe, how are you, buddy? Hold on. Hey, buddy. How are you, Ultrafine? A lot of people are sweet on the fucking Niners. Me, not so much. But I mean, that's the beauty of the NFL. I can't wait to do a little gambling on it. I cannot wait. Wait, what else did you? Jesus Christ, Ultrafine. Ultrafine is just in here spelling shit. He nailed it. He got the tower in. I love it. Yep. Famous words, Roman. If you have more than one quarterback, you don't have any. If you have more than one quarterback, you don't have any. What did Whitey Bulger? Please. Oh, nigger, please. Very good. Very good. Yeah, ESPN stinks. I refuse to use them for anything. I really do. And I love streaming shit and stealing it from them. I really do. I really do. All right, so I told you my thoughts on the fucking Chargers. I think the Chargers have no excuse not to win that division. Chargers have no excuse not to win the AFC West. I cannot be bothered. Deshaun Watson, we covered, I think, the most improved team in the NFL this year. And I honestly think they make the playoffs. I think it's the Giants. I really do. I think the G-Men fucking, let's take a look at that division. NFL standings. Let's look at the NFC East. There you go. Look at that. Commanders. Who'd the Commanders just get? Deebo Samuel went back. Oh, you got Stephon Diggs. I think Curtis Jones is excited about that. He was talking in our group chat with Stan Turner. I think the Cowboys their defense is going to be amazing this year. I really do think that. They fucking got Quinnen Williams. They really fucking won the Micah Parsons trade. I would argue without a doubt, and Micah probably won't be back. Hey Alexa, when is Micah Parsons expected to return to the Packers this year? That's all you ask. Week 5? Hey Alexa, when does Micah Parsons expected to return to the Packers this season? I think like week 5, right? She don't know. I don't know. All right, well, maybe someone else knows. All right, I'll just type it in. I think she's mad at me. Micah Parsons. Set to return. Boop. That's fine. There we go. Put it there. Hello. Hi, Micah. Yep, week 6. There you go. So he's out 5 weeks. I know I wasn't crazy. So again, if you don't get that the Cowboys, I think they ended up getting like 5 good picks. 5 good picks from fucking that thing. So I love it. I really do. So I think the Eagles and the Cowboys fucking battle for the other playoff spot. But I think fucking one of them has to stink for the other one to be good. I know that's stupid. Or maybe you just get 3 playoff spots. No, because you're getting the Bears and Lions are going in. Bears and Lions are going in the North. You're only getting one from this division. It's not the fucking Saints. And you're getting 3 from this division. So, yeah, like, I think you got 3 from this division again. I think the NFC West is so fucking good. It's retarded. It's retarded. Yeah, peanut butter, I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you, peanut butter 66. I'm just letting you know. All right. All right. What do we got there? Done. What was the last thing? Okay. Yeah, the last thing on that was the G-Man. Okay, so I'm just going to check some games again. It is so nice out. Jacksonville. Everyone likes Jacksonville. Well, that's not true. Everyone seems... That's... You know what? Let me say it properly. When I... yo, Steph. You want to do a little wagering? Want to do a little wagering, Steph? Really? 49ers could drop off a cliff. They have a ton of injuries. They're getting old. Well, they have a ton of injuries because they work near a fucking... What is it? The electrical station. I love when people say that shit. I love when people say that shit. All right, let me see. Like, this is... Like, it's no fun. Well, it's fun. Don't get me wrong. It's very much fun to bet. But you can never find... I used to be able to bet live. Now I can't. Let's see if we can bet on Steph. Let's do a live bet. That I'll do it on my phone because I can like that. All right, share this tab. My boy gave me $2 to bet, Steph. So let's do a fucking bet. Let's do a fucking bet. Chad hates niggers. He told me that. Chad said that. And I was like, Chad, that's terrible. Why would you say that? Let me know if that worked. Let me know if that worked. I love it. I do not think the Lions are going to be that good. Oh, Pete. I think their offense is fucking undeniable. I really do. And like I said, they got a new offensive coordinator. The old one sucked. You know, it's what you're looking at in Seattle. You lost your offensive coordinator. There's always a hiccup there. Like the Eagles lost both offensive and defensive coordinator. Steichen went to the Colts, which is another reason I love the Colts if they can stay healthy. Let me know if that worked, buddy. Speak for yourself, Pete. Keep playing under 59 hole golf. All right, we were going to do a bet. I'm sorry, guys. Where were we? And again, you get in trouble for this on YouTube or something? I don't care. Let's see what's live. Live in-game, and then we'll have Steph do a bet. Hold on. I'm not going to show it on the screen. YouTube gets mad. I shouldn't have drank before mowing. That's fucking bizarre. All right, let's do a fun little bet. We'll just do a stupid $2 parlay. Steph, let me know you're there, and I'll ask you some questions, Steph. All right? Then I'm going to fucking go back outside because I got to tell you, it's too beautiful out. I'm going to enjoy the weather. Maybe I'll jump a little rope. Then I got to jump in the car, grab the wife, and go tell dick jokes, which I do enjoy. I do enjoy. What up, my booga? All right, Steph. 7th inning, we're not doing that. All right, we'll do a stupid 3-way parlay, and we'll do it all on the run lines, okay? All right, let's see. I've got to think of a way to do it. All right. How did speech to text get appliance out of lines? I don't even know. I have not jumped rope in ages. It's pathetic. Well, probably like almost a month, which for me is insane. And again, I'm telling you, I went out today. And fucking literally smoked a cigar, staring at the fucking, the fucking mats I jump rope on. I'm like, well, this is kind of the same. Chargers plus 1,800 to win the Super Bowl. You know it, Cabby Juan. Steph, let me know you're in there. Steph, pick. Right. Okay. God damn it. I got to think of a fun way to do it. Yeah. You know what? She knows nothing, and I'm just doing the run lines. I'm just going to have you pick cities. Why am I not just going to have you pick the cities? Because you don't even know, Steph. Here you go. Steph, pick 3 cities. Okay, Steph, choose between Chicago and Detroit. Why bother? It's a $2 fucking 3-way parlay to try and make $8 for shits and giggles to make the live games matter. All right, Steph, Chicago or Detroit? Or Detroit, I should say. I cannot wait. See, but I'm spoiled. Like, I'm fucking hanging out at the beach fucking next week. But, like, I gotta tell you, I'm more a fan of the Pacific than the fucking Atlantic. Not gonna lie to you. Steph, you there? Chicago, boom. All right, Steph. Chicago. Just for that, Steph. All right. Birds or bears? Birds or bears, Steph? The birds or the bears? Boop, boop. Aw. I've used Microsoft Simply Text since 1990. It's good to know. Bears all day. The Bears. So we got 2 Chicago picks. All right. And let's just do this silly. Pick the letter J or the letter Y. The letter J or the letter Y. It's just how I'm doing it. I love it. Letter J or the letter Y. Because if I do it the other way, I know what you'll take, and I don't want to trick you. The Atlantic does suck compared to the Pacific. And I'm not some ritzy motherfucker, but I'm lucky enough to get into both, and fucking Venice Beach just spoils the good guy. It really does. It really do. So let me know. Jay, there you go. You know why I did that? Because it's the Yankees versus the Blue Jays. And I didn't want to say America or Canada. All right, so we got the Cubs, the White Sox, and the Bears. Excuse me. So I'll put that in now, Steph. We'll do a 3-way parlay, but I've got to do it on my phone. Because my laptop, my desktop, my tower doesn't seem to recognize where I am. Very disappointing. Very disappointing, but here we go, Steph. We'll take the $2. I'm going to do, yeah, we'll take the 2 because it's a stupid parlay. We'll take the $2 that our boy sent us on the Venmo. Log in. And we'll just do a silly little 3-way parlay. Just to wet our, as we like to say, just to wet our beaks. If anyone else wants to do a bet, let me know. Throw in a fucking, we do the rumble. Ooh, bet now. Hold on. Can I do the details? I think, okay. Oh, I have to put money in. I am logged in. I bet any football team that has a hard R in the name. Bears. Yeah, that's not bad. I'm feeling J. Well, it seems to be the consensus, peanut butter. It seems to be the consensus. Yeah, dip your toe, wet your beak. San Diego has too many great whites. The Chargers do. Oh, they're not the San Diego Chargers anymore. All right. Let's do a ridiculous waste of $2 on... Oh, my God. I have 2 cents in my account somehow. That's hilarious. I guess I need to deposit. I'm not doing a 2-cent bet. Could be fun, though. Do a 30-way parlay on a 2-cent bet. I love it. There you go. Hold on. Yeah, I know. I should be able to do it right on there, but it won't let me. All right, let's do a little bet. Let's do a little MLB. Can I opt in first? Let me got it. We're not doing a home run boost. Opt in. Bet now. All right, who do we get? We got the White Sox. We got the Cubs. And we got the Blue Jays. Is it going to give me the opt-in? It is. Oh, I don't have Crown Cash, whatever that is. There you go. Accept odds change. We just bet $2 to win $21. Always fun. Always fun. Always fun. Always fun. Done. Ba-boom. Ba-boom. Chargers spelled with 2 G's. I love it. All right, look. It is. There you go. There's the bet. It's a beautiful day. It seems like no one's fucking watching today, so that's fine. That was a fun little, yeah. Thanks for the duel. Obviously, no one's fucking watching, which is fine by me. It's too beautiful a day to be inside. thank you for, I'm going to wrap it up. That's the bet. I got a fucking nice gig tonight. I'm going to relax, going to enjoy the weather, and I'm going to sit there and stare at that bet. That'll be fun. Not a hard bet, Jace, even though Schlitter is on there. The Yanks offense couldn't score if we had 12 runners on base and 0 out. There you go. Oh, yeah, Daddy always brings the energy. But, yeah, that's all this basically was today. Me fucking figuring, hey, as long as I'm fucking talking about football, let me talk to some people about it. But, yeah, definitely going to start doing that. Definitely going to live stream Thursday Night Football because Gary and Steve have their own going on, as they should. What's this? Oh, my God, neither. Neither. In Hot Water Fan Matt. Neither. It was spam. Sorry. I just got a text. Apparently, I accidentally, speaking of Garrett and Steve, yo, Cal Patty. I will, buddy. Steph, remember, we need the Bears. We need the White Sox. Actually, I should show you what the bet is. My bets. Hold on. I'll show you my bets. I'll show you our one bet. I'll show you our ridiculous $2 parlay, Steph. Thank you for your patience, young lady. And I'm telling you, this was worth it just for me to clip the fucking Curtis Cousin things. And I'm gonna. Fucking insane. All right, add to stage. No one cares about that. All right. Doesn't know where I live. Everyone else knows where I live. There you go. So we got a little three-way parlay action, Steph. I'll tell you what it is. So we need the White Sox to win by 2 or more, and right now they're only up by 1, and they need to get another run in the top. By the way, we're fucked. The White Sox need to score a run in the top of the 9th, or we're done. The Cubs, +5. The Cubs need to score a run and force extras. Well, there's plenty of time there. And the Yankees, Jays tied. Yankees are currently up. The Jays are currently up 1.5 to 0. So there you go. That's how it's done. That's a cute little stream. I'm looking at the wrong screen. Hi, how are you? I'm going to go get the papers. You got to be here the whole time. Ray, you got to let me know you're here. That's what you got to do. All right, so that should do it, people. Oh, Scott the Dot. Fucking thanks for the $1. I didn't even see that, my man. Enjoy the day at the beach. Lay down on the beach and let the ladies enjoy the view of your pole, Max. Watch out for the fruits, though. This guy gets it. That's fucking great. Thank you, Scott the Dot. I don't know how I missed that one. I apologize, buddy. Well, it was $1, and I was yapping about football. You know how I get going. You know how I get. All right, there you go. I'm at Rodney's tonight. And again, by the way, guys, seriously, if you guys aren't coming yet, I guess I could do this plug. Thanks for lurking, baby. I will be at fucking Catch a Rising Star on the 29th with the wife. I cannot wait for that. That is a good time. There you go, guys. 90 minutes of fucking around. You guys are the schmoopest. Yeah. I'm not even going to gather the crowds. Hey, looks like a typo. All right. Actually, all right. We'll gather the crowds because it's cute. I hope the sound works. Boop, boop, boop. Doodle-doo, doodle-doo. Doodle-doo, 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 doodle-doo.